women from all socioeconomic classes, because of various reasons, because of dietary reasons, because of certain other reasons I will share, always suffer from iron deficiency anemia. And vitamin mineral deficiency is widespread. Means 70% of Indian population is deficient today in vitamin D. See, a lot of people, especially vegetarians, are highly deficient in vitamin B12. Even I was diagnosed as deficient in vitamin D because we don't go out in the sunlight and we don't eat a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. So, what is the impact on women? Why women suffer more? See, it is women who suffer from blood loss in their menstrual cycle. It is women who suffer from calcium, magnesium, and other mineral loss during pregnancy because a baby is forming in their body. They also lose calcium, protein, and all sorts of minerals and vitamin when they are breastfeeding their child. Their skin is also delicate. They suffer from more skin problems. Being having longer hair, they need more nutrition to nourish those hair, and they rarely get it. So India sells crores worth shampoos, crores worth conditioners for preventing hair loss, while the basics are missed, that minerals, vitamins, and protein, if they are not sufficient in our diet, no shampoo will stop hair loss. So another point is, women in their life go through multiple periods of different needs of nutrition. When a girl starts her periods at the age of say 12 or 13, from that day she suffers from iron deficiency because of bleeding. She loses blood and starts losing, you see, iron also. Secondly, there are medical journals which say that in India, a girl becomes deficient in calcium from the age of 12 and remains deficient throughout her life. Let me repeat this line. A girl in India becomes deficient from the age of 12 or 13 in calcium and remains deficient throughout her life. Reason? See, because when she is a teenager, she starts growing rapidly. That is the maximum growth period for her bones. But because she doesn't want to get fat, she eats scantily, and that is also not a balanced diet. So she does not get the adequate amount of minerals she needs, because that is the period when nature is strengthening her body, because nature knows by the time she turns 20, 22 or 25, she will become a mother. But she does not get. And that is why she becomes deficient. She becomes deficient in iron and vitamins and minerals because she is bleeding. She becomes deficient because she gets the same food as her brother gets, as her father gets, but they don't have periods. They don't have to feed a child. They don't have to give birth to a child. So when she becomes pregnant, now she needs higher quantity of multiple nutrients. But I have been in touch with lady doctors throughout my life, gynecologists. I must have met in my career thousands of gynecologists, and every lady doctor, every gynecologist tells me that they get women patients with hemoglobin which is almost 40 and even 50% lower than normal. The government data tells me 90% of teenage girls and up to 80% of pregnant women are almost always deficient in iron, calcium, etc. So, and throughout her life, and even when she grows old, she remains deficient. We have taken multiple body scans in RCM and lakhs of body scans, and majority of cases, almost 80% cases, even women from well-to-do families have shown us that they don't have sufficient strong bones. 3 kg bones are required in our body, an healthy adult, and we hardly get more than 2 kg in women. Even 2.5 kg would be reasonable, but we don't get. Very few, very rare sportswomen who really take good care of their nutrition, probably they are. See, there was a study done in Chhattisgarh where even medical college students, the girls who were becoming doctors themselves, were found to be deficient in iron and they were anemic. Now imagine, now which husband, which son, which father has the time and energy to ensure that his daughter, his sister, his wife, his sister-in-law, his mother, and any other woman in the family gets appropriate nutrition according to her age and her special requirement. That is why women suffer. And that is why Nutricharge Women is one product which everybody in RCM, every woman in RCM must get, and every RCM member must promote. Because with us in the field, if 50% of Indian women are anemic, it is a shame on us. with us in the field when we have a product like Nutricharge Women, in which one tablet can give 50 nutrients. She gets all the 13 vitamins, all the 13 minerals, 13 fruit extract, 6 botanicals, which are helpful in managing problems specific to women, and 5 amino acids, which are also relevant. And that too at a cost which is not very high, 480 a box, which if I am a RCM member, even if I say Jai RCM, I get at 96 rupees lesser, so 384 rupees. So it is almost negligible, 12, 13 rupees. How can you get 13 fruits in 13 rupees? Forget 13 minerals, 13 vitamins, 6 botanical, 5 amino acids. I can't get. I'm not a magician. If you are a magician, be my guest. Otherwise, all of the women in Nutricharge and RCM family, without fail, should take Nutricharge Women till they are menstruating. After menstrual cycle is over, you can request them to start taking Nutricharge Man tablet. Now, what is the benefit? The first benefit, and which you can promise any woman who is taking Nutricharge Women tablets, that within a month or two, she will not remain anemic due to iron deficiency anemia, unless she has some other sickness, unless she has some surgical or hormonal cause of excessive bleeding. If she is taking Nutricharge Women tablets, she will not remain anemic, because it has elemental iron equivalent to 20 mg, and that too one of the best chelated irons. So if there are some pharma professionals, some doctors in this group, they will vouch for it that chelated iron, that is an iron which is combined with amino acids, gets absorbed better than any other form of iron. So ferrous bisglycinate is one of the finest irons with best bioavailability. But even iron alone is not sufficient. For making blood cells healthy, red blood cells healthy, you will need folic acid, you will need vitamin B12, and even vitamin B6 has a role to play. And even vitamin C, which improves iron absorption, has a role to play, and other B vitamins also. Luckily, all of them are present in Nutricharge Women tablet. They are not equivalent to the total daily requirement, but a significant portion of daily requirement would be fulfilled by Nutricharge Women tablet. I'll give you one example. Iron, a woman needs 21 mg. That one tablet of Nutricharge Women will fulfill, except for pregnant women who may need 100 or 200 mg. Calcium, an average woman needs 800 to 1 gram per day. Nutricharge Women does not give you that much, but it does contain 200 mg of pure calcium, elemental calcium, highly absorbable calcium. And if you take one Nutricharge tablet, Women tablet, with a glass of milk, you will get 400 mg of calcium together, which will be equivalent to almost half or maybe 45% of your daily requirement. So your hemoglobin levels, you can promise that any woman who is taking, within 1 month or 2 months, the hemoglobin levels will start returning to normal. Second point, there is a paradox in women's life. The more anemic a woman is, the more heavier is the menstrual bleeding. This is very unfortunate, but this is the truth. An anemic woman will suffer from more bleeding, heavier bleeding, and prolonged bleeding, and she gets more anemic. So when you start correcting her anemia, when you start correcting her mineral and iron deficiency, gradually heavy bleeding will subside, and she will have normal periods, less painful periods, and less problematic periods. And when she gets a full strength dose of vitamins, minerals, and other amino acids through Nutricharge product also, then she will start getting stronger, and she will not suffer as much in those 4 days as any other girl or young woman suffers. The third promise you can make, Nutricharge Women will contribute significantly to her immunity, because women also have suffered from multiple infections. In women in India, in general, have less immunity as compared to men in general, even in well-to-do families. Why? Because it's our culture. If there is a good vegetable in the house, first of all, it is served to the man of the house, to the men, then it will be served to the children or brothers, and in the last, the turn of women comes. By that time, mostly the vegetable is over, the fruit is over, and she says that I don't like it, and I will have whatever is left. So, and she will have it with chutney or pickle. So this is a common phenomena which you can see in any Indian house, right? So that is why when she takes Nutricharge Women, let me remind you, she gets 50 nutrients in one tablet, which includes all vitamins, minerals, fruit blend, and botanicals besides amino acids. So her immunity is bound to go up. And if she also takes Nutricharge product with it, her hair loss will definitely go down, because hair loss, some of the fundamental reason for hair loss are protein deficiency, because hair are made of keratin protein. Second fundamental reason is iron deficiency, because iron deficiency also contributes to both premature graying of hair and premature loss of hair. Third fundamental reason is zinc deficiency, because zinc is also needed for rapidly growing tissue like skin and hair. So zinc also would be deficient, she will have hair loss. So that would also partly be corrected, because a Nutricharge Woman tablet also provides zinc. And all other immunity boosting and strengthening minerals and vitamins are there. So chances are her hair health and skin health will also improve. And is it a very costly tablet? You can compare yourself. So if I go to Herbalife, they will charge 1700 rupees, give me some tablets. Each tablet is costing 19 rupees. But my wife or my daughter or my sister or my mother can get only 24 nutrients. If I spend more and go to Nutrilite, if I give 2250 rupees, I'll get Nutrilite daily. But if I give this tablet to my wife or my mother or my sister or my daughter, they get only 27 nutrients, and I am spending 22 rupees per tablet. Even an Indian tablet is available at 11 rupees, slightly cheaper, but she gets only 23 vitamins and minerals. What is the matter? Why can't they give 50 nutrients? The first reason is, at least these two products are not specifically meant for women. They are, you see, gender neutral product. They are meant for men. For example, I will give you one example. Women need a higher quantity of iron in their diet because they bleed, particularly women who are of reproductive age, from the teenage when they start periods till they continue to menstruate, which may be up to even 50 years or 55 years. Sometimes the menstrual cycle stops earlier. But for a menstruating woman, 20 mg of iron, 21 mg as per ICMR is her RDA. She needs that much of iron minimum. Some authorities differ and they say 18 mg, but at least 18 to 20 mg of iron per day is needed. But men do not need that much iron. If I give that much iron to a male or a man, he will have constipation and he will have a lot of side effects. So these two tablets, which are meant for men and women also, cannot contain sufficient iron for a woman. That is why, despite spending even 1700 rupees and even 2200 rupees, my wife or my daughter or my sister or my mother will not get sufficient iron to keep her free from iron deficiency anemia. Reason? Because I also am taking this tablet. They cannot put that much iron. So that is why the number of nutrients and the quantity of nutrients in Nutricharge Women is far more than other products. It also has fruit extract, which nobody is putting. It also has some additional amino acids added, which nobody is putting. And what is not mentioned here, it has 5 herbs, which nobody is putting. So it is great value for money, and it is really a wonderful product. And RCM has taken an oath that we will make sure that Indian women will not remain weak and sick. So I think this is one product. Another point is, women have a tendency to be faithful, right? So men are slightly, you see that nature, I will take 1 month this thing, next month this thing. Men are variety seeking. Women are usually faithful. So women's product, once they get established, for generations, the products don't go away. For example, if you see Lakme, it has been around for generations. You see Lux, it has been around for generations, and they are primarily women's brand. And now Dove. So number of women brands, they remain established. So if you sell Nutricharge Women, one thing is for sure, the women will be healthy and your sale will always be healthy. Thank you, Shubha.